Okay, so welcome to another review by Railrunner 18 and Hellgas for Life. This is going to be our multi-tool theory of purpose comparison review.
This is pretty much our intro review to what we feel we grade our multi-tools on.
Our theory, like I said, is theory of purpose, so we're going to look at the different weight classes and size classes of multi-tools. As you can see on the table, we have mostly Leatherman. We're kind of partial to Leatherman. Sorry to say that, but not to throw any of the other ones out of the pile, but anyway. So we're going to look at our theory based on the size and weight again, and we also look at the number of tools in each of these multi-tools based off of their size and weight. And also we're going to look at our experiences with each of these tools as we carry these on a daily basis. The only one that's kind of different than that is the Style CS right here. We just picked that up yesterday, so we just figured we could throw that in there because it's one of the keychain tools.
Tabletop review to come later, obviously. Okay, to start off the purpose, our theory of purpose for multi-tools, the two very important factors are size and weight. Because obviously there's a big difference between carrying a multi-tool like this Style CS and this Leatherman Surge.
And now the Leatherman Surge, just so you know, is the biggest tool that Leatherman makes. It weighs in at a hefty 12.5 ounces, which is even bigger than this mutt we have here. And the Style CS is at 1.4 ounces, which is not even the smallest that Leatherman makes. We actually found out that they make another model just called the Style, and it is literally half the size. It's just this side over here with the knife. They actually included scissors in it also, but literally half the size of that. So again, that's considered a keychain tool, so we're going to go into that more here later. So
another aspect to our theory of purpose is the number of tools in each multi-tool. Obviously, again, there's a huge difference between this tool, it's the size of its tools at that too, compared to, let's say, the CRKT Zilla tool, and the size of its pliers and its knife, compared to even maybe the Surge. Knife's on the side there.
And yet again, we're just showing you just the basics of this. We're going to do tabletop reviews of all of these, for the specifics of all of these different multi-tools at a later date. So, yet again, we're going to look at, like I said, the number of tools. So we actually have right here, the Style CS has 6 tools in it, which if you think about it, that's a lot of tools for a small package like that, but they're going to be very small tools. As you notice, it has a little knife blade here, that's a little tiny knife blade. That's about all you're going to do with that is cut a box or something like that.
Yeah, or maybe even cut some wire. And then, on top of the fact, the scissors replace the pliers, at least in terms of location, for most tools.
And for some of you guys, that might be a downside for something like that, because with the micro tools, it's very hard to fit pliers in there. So,
or at least pliers of comparable size to anything,
yeah,
or any use.
Yeah, to where you could actually get any use out of them. So that's why they put scissors in there. Like we said, the Style, the standard Style, also has scissors, but they're smaller than on there.
The last aspect for our theory is our experiences with each of the tools. We've all pretty much carried, at least both of us, we've carried all of these tools for the most part, exception of this because we just bought this, but we've carried these for either a number of years or a number of months or something like that, so that way we get a feel for it and we get to use the tools in our everyday lives depending on when the situation calls for it.
And we're able to find the strengths and weaknesses of each tool also by carrying them for a long time, because the best way to find out whether you like something or not is, to actually pick it up and carry it, use it and see how you like it. So we're going to give you our experiences with each of these tools and, what you can do with them. So the first category that we're going to go into...
because obviously you can't compare tools to each other.
Yeah. So we're going to go into the mini or keychain style tools. So I'm going to take all these off and we're going to look at this. And in our mini and keychain, we have the Style CS. Now the Style CS, like I said, is not the smallest that Leatherman makes, but it's pretty daggone close. Now, if you go ahead and open that up, you can see, we've already opened it up, you can see that it has scissors. It's pretty small. Like I said, it weighs in at 1.4 ounces. So this is definitely something you can use on your keychain. And it also has, like I said, it has a knife. It has some tweezers in the side. They're kind of you know, in there. They're not going to come out of there the way they have that indent in there. And it has a nail file with a combination screwdriver also. You can use it as a flathead or Phillips. It's kind of a small flathead, to be honest. And a diamond file. And we also have the carabiner clip slash bottle opener, which is kind of, that also goes along with, I'm going to show this right here. We have the Leatherman Skeletal. If you notice, the style is based off of the Skeletal. It's literally the exact same thing, just shrunk down. So it's kind of specific to that new era of the Leatherman tools, I would say.
Again, though, this thing weighs at about 1.5 ounces. There really isn't a whole lot of heavy lifting that this tool is going to do, obviously, because it's not built for it, really.
And it doesn't have pliers.
It doesn't have the pliers at all. But for the mini or the keychain type tools, these would be excellent to tack onto your key ring, or if you're like me and have all sorts of dangly doodads on your keys everywhere you go. This would be perfect because you can just clip it right on there, and at least you have something, so that way if you have to run out of the house real quick, you've got a knife, scissors, you know, a couple little things.
And it's nice also because it looks cool, so if you go to work, you know, you have your keychain, you throw it on the counter, somebody's like, whoa, what's that? You know, you got this cool little keychain tool. And so, like we said, the regular style versus this is the CS. The style is even smaller, so for some of you guys that might be even better for you. So that is the micro class, micro, mini, or keychain class of tool. Now, the next style of tool that we're going to go into is the light duty or pocket tool. Now,
this is where we bring in the Skeletal, one of my favorite tools of all time. Another tool that has also seen use with me carrying it is the Juice. Now, I love this thing.
Like we said, these are considered the light duty or pocket tools. And now when I say pocket, if you notice on the Leatherman Skeletal here, there's actually a pocket clip built into it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yet again, you'll see that in the tabletop review. The Juice does not have that, but it's small enough that you can throw it in your pocket, and it doesn't weigh a whole lot. Actually, it weighs in at, how many ounces is it? 4.4 ounces. Which is actually less than the Skeletal. The Skeletal is at 4.9 ounces, so that's only, you know, 0.4 ounce difference, but still.
Using one tool to get another tool out. This lanyard ring is really difficult to get out of here. There we go.
Yet again, we'll show you all this in the tabletop, but he has pulled out the lanyard ring, so you could technically put a lanyard on there if you really wanted to.
Or hang it off your keys, but I don't normally use it for that.
So like we said, these are considered the pocket tool, something that you can throw in your pocket. You know, you don't have to have them in a sheath. They're lightweight. You just throw them in your pocket with your keys and stuff like that, and you really don't know that they're there because they're so lightweight. But we also want to point out that between these two tools, there is a huge difference in the number of useful tools that they have. The Skeletal here has 6 tools on it.
7.
Oh, it's 7?
7.
Oh, sorry about that. It's 7. I read the paper wrong. Okay, so you have your typical knife blade. Most multi-tools have that. You have your bit driver, or screwdriver, and these are actually the Leatherman interchangeable bits. So you can actually change all of those. You have your carabiner clip slash bottle opener yet again. The Style CS also had that. And you have your little bit retention. We'll go over that. Open it up. You have your standard pliers, wire cutter, hard wire cutter, needle nose, standard pliers, all your general stuff that Leatherman comes with their tools. Now, if you look at the Leatherman Juice S2, this is the S2 version, I don't know if you can see that or not, this is the S2. It comes with 12 tools as compared to the Skeletal here. Yet again, about the same size, pocket tools, but there are many more uses with the Juice, and it even weighs less than the Skeletal. To be honest, I think the only reason why I like the Skeletal as much is because it looks cooler. I mean, I like the orange, but the Skeletal just looks nice.
I mean, we're knife, multi-tool people, so when we get a tool, granted, they have to function, but we want to look good while doing it, occasionally.
So, like we said, the Juice right here has 12 tools in it, and it's even lighter than the Skeletal here, so you're looking at more tools for the same weight or less. And so that's kind of up to you guys whether it's kind of form versus function. It's really up to you guys, to be honest. It's kind of a, you know, a little bit of a personal preference there, but yet again, you can pack all those tools into the same size package. So I'll fold these back up here. Yet again, you can actually see that the juice is even shorter than the skeletal here, so you can definitely tell the size difference there.
But this is for our light duty or our pocket tool class.